Hereditary was directed by Ari Aster and stars Toni Collette, Millie Shapiro, Alex Wolff, and Gabriel Byrne, and is one of my favorite horror movies. I saw this movie last year, actually on Christmas, just with my family and stuff, because we weren't really doing anything. We were like, where my mom wanted to see Hereditary because she hadn't seen it before, and I was like, oh, okay, let's watch that, because I didn't see it either, and wow, that was such a Christmassy movie. The first time I watched this movie, I was just blown away by how incredibly crafted and well directed this movie was. And before I get any further, I'm reviewing this movie because I wanted to review a couple more horror movies after Halloween, and with Doctor Sleep coming out, I figured it would be the perfect time. And sorry if my voice sounds a little iffy, I'm a little sick right now. I'm recovering from being sick, so yeah, hopefully that doesn't bother you, but yeah, let's just continue reviewing Hereditary. Now let's get into the good. The character drama is easily probably the best thing about this movie, or at least one of them, because you just really feel all the depth behind all these characters and just this horrible situation that has happened really affecting and taking their toll on the family, and it really makes you feel it. My voice right now, sorry about this. But I think the characters are handled really well. I love what they did with them, and you really feel the darkness behind everything, and you really feel what they're feeling, and it's it really gets to you. The emotion in this movie, you really feel it in some scenes, just with all the family drama and everything. And Toni Collette in this movie was my favorite performance of last year. She should have gotten an Oscar, but you know how the Oscars works. But all the performances in this movie were so good, and I loved everyone in this movie. Everyone was terrific in it. This movie is actually scary because you could just imagine what these characters are feeling, and all the great performances just add to that, and you really just feel the emotion that all these characters are feeling, and just all the darkness and really how scared they all are. And I think it was handled really, really well. And you just really feel the characters' depth and everything. You really just care about them so much, and you're on edge because you're constantly worrying about what will happen to them. And I'm not spoiling anything, but you're just constantly worried about them, and I think they handled that really well. This film is also super suspenseful. Just the way the frame rate is, or the framework, it's just incredible. Just how they build suspense in all these scenes, and the horror isn't jump scares in this movie. It's actual things you see in corners and every frame of this movie, and I just think it's handled so well. I just loved what they did with that, just with all the framework and everything. I thought the cinematography was awesome, and I just love what they did with it. Now let's get into the bad. My only negative with this film is the way it concludes. And no spoilers if you haven't seen it, but the way this film ends didn't really work for me. I just felt it could have concluded a little better. And not ruining everything, I just didn't really like the way this movie ended. Hereditary was a movie that got under my skin and delivered true horror, and it's one of my favorite horror movies. I'll give Hereditary an A. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Look forward to more horror reviews very soon, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.